September is Self-Care Awareness Month, and we have a guest joining us with some tips to help us focus on ourselves.
Yeah, I don't think we do enough of that. Byron V Garrett is here to tell us a little bit more about self-care. Hey there, thanks for coming on.
Thank you all so much for having me. Excited to be here.
Okay, I think Washington, D.C. as a whole, we work too hard.
That's for sure.
We don't take care of ourselves. We don't put ourselves first. We're thinking about families. We're thinking about work. Why is self-care such an important thing?
Well, because you need to take time out to renew and refresh so that you're revitalized when you're ready to go back to work or you have a new opportunity coming up. You've got to really focus on what do I do to bring my best self to whatever position or whatever role that I'm taking on. So you've got to take time out for yourself to do that.
And I think it's funny that it's in September because this time of year, as the weather starts to get a little bit more dreary, colder, I feel that people really start to shut down a little bit. You kind of get the blues. So good
summer has left you, the weather changes, the clouds come in, the rain starts coming, the kids go back to school, and now you're trying to figure out, oh my God, life is kind of coming to a slow point. What do I really do now to get back to where I need to be?
So what do we do?
Well, you got to stay encouraged. So I always tell folks to do several things, and the most important one is to figure out how you take time and carve time out for self. So even if you're a parent or grandparent, you always want to do something for your spouse, significant other, or children, but you've got to find that one thing that you like. So if that's going to the casino and spending money, if it's going to a movie by yourself, if it's going to a basketball game or a sporting event, picking that one thing that you want to do consistently, specifically for you, that satisfies your personal interests and talents.
About
how do you
often?
get over that guilt, though, too, is what I want to know.
You have to.
As a parent,
you got to push through it.
When I do
and
that
who has, that's why I'm asking, because who has the time? So, like, how
Take
often
2
do you
hours.
need to be doing this?
I always tell folks if you can do something about once a quarter that's really for you, so it could be like a spa day. Perhaps you're going to go with your girlfriends or your guy friends and go do a manicure or pedicure. But taking that time out,
let's make a plan.
And you feel better after that because you look better, your whole energy is different, even your mood changes. So when you get back home, folks are like, something's different. And you're like, yeah, I took a moment just for me. And you find that you have more to offer at that time. It's very difficult to give when you're on an empty tank.
That's true.
One of the biggest
that is
things
very
for folks to
true.
remember.
That's good advice. Now, you actually have a book that's coming out this week. Tell us a little bit about that.
I do. We're so excited. It comes out on Amazon on Thursday. It's called Motivated for Greatness, 100 Strategies to Keep You Inspired. So we give those types of tips. What are things you can consistently do? It's not a long, deep read. It's things that I can practically apply right now as I read this section. What should I be doing tomorrow? What's the next thing I can focus on?
This is a great gift.
Oh, it's definitely a great gift.
Right?
I tell folks, and it's designed for young adults, it's designed for the working professional, it's designed for the government official, it's designed for folks across the board because we all, at times, realize that we suffer from not having the same level of motivation that we really want, that really propels us to move forward.
You do a lot of public speaking. You actually have an event coming up.
I do. We'll be right here in Alexandria because I live here in the DMV. And so we have an event called Wired for Greatness is a podcast that's forthcoming. But this particular weekend, we'll be doing our Moguls in the Making seminar. And it's really designed to give folks those strategies and tools in an impactful 2-hour session to help you think through how do I get this next idea going. The book that you wanted to write, the podcast you wanted to start, the clothing business you may have wanted to design. How do I get those critical tips to really help me move forward?
Wow.
I love this. Focus on yourself.
You do.
Yeah. And
it's really tough. I tell folks, I know you feel guilty. When I was CEO of PTA, I'd have parents tell me all the time, but I don't want to do this because what about my children? Find things that will satisfy you, and your energy will lift your entire family. You'll be surprised how renewed you are and what person shows up the next day or the next moment after whatever service you just received.
Right. And you shouldn't feel too guilty just once a quarter.
Nope, that's not bad.
All right, spa day. It's happening. I'm in, yeah?
I'm in. I like that plan. All right, Byron Garrett, thank you so much. Good luck with everything.
I appreciate it.
Okay.